Welcome back to Phil Pulse, where we break down the biggest and most emotional stories surrounding your favorite reality TV stars. For Brandon Gibbs and Julia Tropkina, becoming parents was supposed to be the beginning of their happiest chapter yet. After years of relationship struggles, family conflicts, and heartbreaking conversations about starting a family, the couple finally had something they had dreamed about for years: their baby boy. But according to the reports and social media claims surrounding the family, that happiness was suddenly overshadowed by a frightening health scare involving their infant son, Damon. What reportedly began as a mild cough and a slight fever allegedly became much more serious in a matter of hours. Before Brandon and Julia could even process what was happening, they were reportedly rushing their baby to the emergency department. And what doctors allegedly discovered left the new parents terrified. Number. A simple illness takes a frightening turn. At first, everything seemed almost ordinary. Damon reportedly showed signs that could easily have been mistaken for a seasonal illness. A little coughing, a slight temperature, some discomfort. Like any concerned parents, Brandon and Julia reportedly kept a close eye on him, hoping that rest, fluids, and time would help their little boy recover. But during the night, things allegedly changed dramatically. The coughing became more severe, and his breathing reportedly became faster and more difficult. Instead of acting like his usual curious and energetic self, Damon allegedly became unusually quiet and lethargic. For Brandon and Julia, that was the moment the situation stopped feeling like a normal childhood illness. It became an emergency. Julia was reportedly overwhelmed with fear as she held her baby close, while Brandon focused on getting them to the hospital as quickly and safely as possible. Imagine being a parent and realizing that the tiny child you've waited so long to hold is suddenly struggling to breathe. For those terrifying minutes, nothing else mattered. Not television, not work, not social media, not family disagreements. Everything came down to one thing: getting Damon help. Number. The frantic trip to the hospital. According to the account being circulated, Brandon drove through the night while Julia stayed beside Damon, desperately watching his condition. The fear inside that car must have been unimaginable. Julia reportedly kept encouraging her son to keep breathing while Brandon concentrated on the road. Every second seemed to last forever. When they finally reached the emergency department, they reportedly rushed Damon inside for immediate medical attention. Doctors and nurses quickly assessed the infant and became concerned about his breathing. He was reportedly placed on supplemental oxygen while medical staff began performing urgent tests. For Brandon and Julia, seeing their newborn surrounded by medical equipment was reportedly one of the most frightening experiences of their lives. They had waited so long to become parents. Now, instead of enjoying quiet family moments at home, they were sitting in a hospital room listening to monitors and waiting for answers. Number. Doctors reportedly discover pneumonia. After examinations and testing, reports claim that doctors diagnosed Damon with pneumonia along with a serious lower respiratory infection. That diagnosis would have been devastating for any parent. For Brandon and Julia, the fear was compounded by how quickly their son's condition had reportedly deteriorated. The medical team allegedly recommended intensive monitoring, oxygen support, medication, and around-the-clock pediatric care. The couple reportedly remained at their son's bedside as doctors and nurses worked to stabilize him. Julia was described as emotionally exhausted, staying close to Damon whenever she could. Brandon, meanwhile, reportedly tried to remain strong for his wife and child, even while dealing with his own fear. And that is something people often forget about these reality TV families. Fans see them arguing on television, they see the drama, they see the disagreements. But when a child is sick, all of that suddenly becomes meaningless. They are simply parents terrified for their baby. Number. The financial pressure becomes another nightmare. Unfortunately, according to the claims surrounding the story, the medical emergency reportedly brought another source of stress: money. Hospital treatment, specialized pediatric care, medication, monitoring, and a potentially extended stay can create enormous financial pressure for any family. Reports circulating online claim that Brandon and Julia took out a $15,000 bank loan to help cover the medical expenses associated with Damon's treatment. If accurate, that would represent an enormous financial burden for a young family. But when your child's health is on the line, financial calculations can feel almost irrelevant. The priority is simply getting your child the treatment they need. And that is reportedly the position Brandon found himself in. Whatever the long-term consequences of taking on that debt, the immediate concern was Damon. Julia turns to fans for prayers. As the family reportedly struggled through the frightening hospital stay, Julia allegedly turned to Instagram with an emotional message. This time, it wasn't about television drama or relationship disagreements. It was about her son. She reportedly asked followers to keep Damon in their prayers as he battled the serious respiratory illness. The response was said to be immediate. Fans flooded the comments with prayers, encouragement, and messages of support. People who had followed Brandon and Julia since their earliest days on ****90 Day Fiancé** reportedly rallied around the couple during one of the darkest moments of their lives. Other parents shared stories of their own children overcoming frightening illnesses. Some offered words of encouragement, others simply told Julia that they were thinking about Damon. And for a mother sitting beside a sick child in a hospital room, even a simple message saying ***we're praying for you** can mean more than people realize. The long road back. According to the story being circulated, Damon eventually began showing signs of improvement. The treatment reportedly started working. His breathing became more stable. His oxygen requirements decreased. And gradually, the frightening monitors and machines surrounding him became less intimidating. For Brandon and Julia, every tiny improvement reportedly felt like a major victory. A better oxygen reading, a calmer night, a stronger cry, a little more alertness, a return of his appetite. These might seem like ordinary things to anyone else, but when your child has been seriously ill, those ordinary moments become everything. Eventually, reports claimed that Damon was able to breathe without supplemental oxygen. For Julia, being able to hold her baby without the frightening collection of tubes and equipment surrounding him was reportedly an emotional turning point. And for Brandon, seeing his son smile again reportedly made the sleepless nights and financial worries fade into the background. The family could finally begin thinking about going home. Back home again. After what was reportedly an extremely frightening hospital ordeal, Damon was said to have recovered enough to leave the hospital. The family returned home to Virginia, where the nursery that had once been filled with anticipation could finally become a place of peace again. The experience reportedly changed Brandon and Julia. They had entered parenthood expecting sleepless nights, dirty diapers, and the everyday chaos of raising a baby. What they allegedly experienced instead was a terrifying reminder of just how quickly a child's health can change. And through it all, they reportedly discovered another side of themselves as parents, a more protective side, a stronger side, a side willing to do whatever was necessary for their child. But there is another major chapter in Brandon and Julia's story that fans have been following closely. Brandon and Julia finally reveal their baby. After months of secrecy surrounding their pregnancy, Brandon and Julia eventually began sharing more about their journey into parenthood. The couple had reportedly kept the pregnancy private for an extended period, with Julia explaining that the pregnancy had been high risk and that fear played a major role in their decision to remain quiet. After previous struggles surrounding fertility and pregnancy, the couple reportedly didn't want to celebrate publicly until they felt confident that everything was going to be okay. That made their eventual announcement even more emotional. Fans who had watched their relationship from the beginning understood why the moment was so significant. This wasn't simply another reality TV storyline. For Brandon and Julia, becoming parents represented a dream they had fought hard to achieve. Number, and then came the internet rumors. But as soon as the couple began sharing news about their baby, the internet did what the internet does best. Rumors exploded. Some fan accounts reportedly circulated edited or AI-generated images claiming to show Brandon and Julia with their child. Other rumors began suggesting that the couple had secretly welcomed multiple babies. At one point, bizarre online speculation even claimed that Julia and Brandon had welcomed triplets, a boy and two girls. Julia reportedly responded with humor and sarcasm, making it clear that fans should not believe everything they see online. And honestly, that warning is important. When public figures keep major parts of their personal lives private, people often try to fill in the blanks themselves. But sometimes those guesses go far beyond reality. Number. The European vacation controversy. And just when it seemed the baby news would dominate the couple's storyline, another conflict reportedly surfaced. Julia wanted to travel to Europe. She reportedly viewed the trip as a chance to escape the stress and pressure surrounding their relationship and reconnect with Brandon. But her proposed solution reportedly created another problem. Julia allegedly considered selling her apartment in Russia to help finance the vacation. Brandon reportedly wasn't convinced. His concern was simple. What happens when the vacation is over? Bills still need to be paid. Mortgages still exist. And a family can't simply spend everything they have without thinking about what comes next. The disagreement reportedly created another major argument between the couple. Julia wanted freedom and a chance to reconnect. Brandon wanted financial stability, and once again, the two found themselves looking at the future from completely different perspectives. Number. Brandon makes a major move, but then Brandon reportedly surprised Julia with a decision of his own. After their disagreements about the vacation, family involvement, and their future, Brandon allegedly made a major change involving his work. He reportedly quit his previous job and later revealed that he had found a new one. For Julia, that decision appeared to represent something much bigger than employment. It showed that Brandon was willing to make changes for their marriage. And after so many moments when Julia felt that Brandon was too influenced by his parents, that reportedly meant a lot to her. The couple's relationship has never been simple. They have fought over family. They have fought over money. They have disagreed about where to live, how to spend their future, and when to start a family. But becoming parents has seemingly changed the stakes completely. Now their decisions don't affect only Brandon and Julia, they affect Damon too. Number, a new chapter for the Gibbs family. Whether every detail circulating online about Damon's medical emergency is accurate is something fans should approach carefully, especially when the information comes from social media, fan accounts, or unverified reports. But the larger story is undeniably emotional. Brandon Gibbs and Julia Tropkina have spent years navigating relationship struggles, family tension, fertility challenges, and the intense spotlight of reality television. Now they are entering perhaps their biggest chapter yet, parenthood. And if the reports about Damon's health scare are accurate, the experience may have given them a powerful reminder of what truly matters. When a child is fighting to get better, arguments become secondary, money becomes secondary, reality TV drama becomes secondary. The only thing that matters is bringing your baby home. And for any parent who has ever sat beside a hospital bed waiting for good news, that feeling is almost impossible to describe. So, here's hoping the Gibbs family is able to enjoy some peace after everything they've reportedly been through. Because after years of waiting for their family dream to become reality, Brandon and Julia deserve the chance to enjoy it. And little Damon deserves nothing but love, protection, and a healthy future. What do you think about Brandon and Julia's latest family developments? Do you believe the reports surrounding Damon's health crisis? Or do you think fans should wait for confirmation directly from the couple? And what do you think about Julia's European vacation plans and Brandon's decision to change jobs? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update from Phil Pulse Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.